House explosion levels one house and heavily damages several neighboring homes.
WWG 6 News has been covering this local breaking news since the beginning. All of this happening just south of 65th Street and Sprague, a few blocks northeast of downtown Benson. We have team coverage of this breaking news.
Brandon Scott is talking to those who actually felt the explosion, and we began with Colin Ruane, who is talking with people who were right there. Colin?
John and Mallory, we're here at 65th and Sprague, just to the north of the home that exploded just after noon today. You're getting a closer look at that area right now. Still a very active scene right now, and several neighbors, even those who weren't on this block, came out to talk about what they had seen and say they're just grateful to be okay.
It rocked the windows, shook the curtains and everything. The first question was like, what was it?
It was a blast they had never seen before.
I tried to open the doors up, but the doors were shifted, closed. I couldn't get the side door open, back door open, or the front door open. Everything was just jammed.
The explosion leveled one house, severely damaged homes on either side of it, and even more homes beyond that. Jeffrey Blount was inside his home next door when the blast happened. He tells us he was able to get everyone out thanks to the help of neighbors.
I was just pumped up. Adrenaline was flowing. God was with me. I was just power from above, I guess. Hey.
The Omaha Fire Department said after sweeping the debris field, it had 3 people injured, all inside the home that exploded.
Well, I was sleeping and I heard a big boom, and all of a sudden the ceiling roof was on top of me.
This woman, visibly shaken, was next door as well. Neighbors helped pull her out to safety. We saw her taken away in an ambulance after telling us she needed to get checked out. Many just grateful to be okay.
As long as my family's okay, I'm okay.
The blast felt blocks away by many, even did damage to windows along Sprague. A neighbor showed us this damage to her bedroom window. She lives more than a block away.
It's really scary. I didn't know what was going on. My head is still pounding because of the loudness of it.
The cause still unclear at this point. Many now just glad to be okay. And still at this point tonight, a lot of details about what happened and much more information remain unclear at this point. Now, that we were in this area just after noon today, and the Omaha Fire Department telling us 3 people were injured. They were inside the home that exploded, but we also heard from that woman in that story who was at a neighboring house. So again, a lot of unclear information at this point. We're working to get you the latest details coming up a little later on tonight. John and Mallory, will send it back to you.
All right, Colin Ruane, and we mentioned we have team coverage. Let's go to Brandon Scott.
He is farther out from ground zero. Brandon?
Mallory, John, we're at 65th and Manderson, just less than a block away from ground zero of the explosion. You can see over my shoulder that emergency crews have a barricade set up right now, keeping people from getting even closer to where this explosion occurred. Neighbors all the way out here are without power. The explosion knocked out power to several homeowners out in this area, several residents still without power. In fact, a lot of people hanging out in their front yards because it's just too hot inside their houses right now with the electricity off. Again, we're about a block, less than a block away from ground zero of the explosion. 1 block in the other direction in front of me is a school and a daycare. And we have some video to show you of damage at that school and daycare as a result of the explosion. We're going to play that video for you. The windows were shattered, blown out by the force of the blast. No one at the school was injured, but as news of the explosion spread on social media, concerned parents rushed to pick up their children. We talked to one of those parents.
Knowing that that's just a block north of my kid's school, I was really concerned, and so we started calling, and then they, of course, got a hold of my wife. So.
And everyone's okay? The kids are okay?
Kids are okay. They're all talking about how they saw firemen and that kind of thing, so they don't seem to be too aware of what actually happened, but except that there was a loud noise and some excitement.
Definitely some good news in this story that no one at the school or daycare was injured, but still a lot of worried parents today as they came to get those kids from the daycare, and a lot of worried neighbors out here, John and Mallory, everybody wondering exactly what happened. Answers are tough to get right now. We saw the Omaha Crime Lab van just leave the scene. We don't know what that's all about. We're trying to get those questions answered. And another ambulance just moments ago rolled through the area and parked near Ground Zero.
Yeah, it's amazing. Those school windows were busted out too. And the people living nearby there, Brandon, is it blocked off for the neighbors?
Yes, it is blocked off. In fact, you can't get any closer to the explosion site without proof of living in one of those neighboring houses. We met a young lady who was trying to get home earlier this afternoon. Her family lives in a house just 2 doors down from the house that blew up. She was trying to get to her family members, and they wouldn't let her in until she pulled out her driver's license and showed them that she lived there.
Just a very scary afternoon for so many in that neighborhood. Thank you. That's Brandon Scott reporting live. Well, coming up at 6 o'clock, we will hear from people and businesses in the surrounding area who were affected by that blast.
I think we were just getting some information being spoken to us again.
We have confirmed that one person has died as a result of this explosion. That just coming in from our producer.
We have some pictures now from the scene too. Megan Halterman providing these pictures. Her parents live behind the house that exploded, and their home was damaged too. 13 windows shattered.
One picture shows the chimney was damaged too. Doors are off hinges, glass and debris everywhere. Again, that's their house. It's the one behind her as she took the pictures. Just incredible damage.
And again, one person has died and 2 others are injured.